Good evening. This is Sarah Beecham, author of Run, Sallie, Run. Run Like Hell is on Your Heels. I'm going to show you a copy of the book real quick. This is the book, and we'll look at it again. Run, Sallie, Run. Run Like Hell is on Your Heels. And I'm hoping you're having a great evening. I'm having a restful evening. I'm coming to you to talk to you tonight about a subject that some of us may not have considered. And the title of the subject is The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games, not the movie, but just it's a play on words. The Hunger Game. There are times when we are either widowed, and I'm widowed, divorced, or single. As women, sometimes we lose focus on what's going on in our lives. And, when you're hungry, and some of us don't want to admit that we're hungry, and then we don't even know what we're hungry for. That's important because if you don't know what you're hungry for, you pretty much will eat anything without and still not be fulfilled. The Hunger Games. Oftentimes, ladies, we are hungry for attention. We are lonely. We're hungry for affection, especially when you have come out of a good situation and but things beyond your control like a death. And then you find yourself missing those things you have grown rather so accustomed to. And I'm here to tell you that anything just won't do. The Hunger Games. I wanted to remind us that we need to be very careful when we're hungry where we go shopping. Have you ever been hungry going to the grocery store and your stomach is growling? Hadn't had anything to eat decent all day, and you end up in the grocery store with that hungry feeling. And you look in your basket and you have put things in that basket that you know that had you eaten a decent meal that you would not have typically put in all of that unnecessary and extra stuff. Well, and then you look at it when you get home, and after you've eaten something decent, you start to put away that grocery. You look at what you've bought, and you say to yourself, "What in the world was I thinking?" That's because you were not thinking with your head; your stomach was thinking for you. And unfortunately, sometimes the hunger is so loud that we don't use our reasoning or our common sense or the things that we typically rely on to lead us. We don't use those things because the hunger is speaking louder than our common senses and our intuition in some cases. And that happens even in our personal lives. And so what happens is that loneliness, that need for affection, those things start to speak to you louder than your common sense. And you find, when you come to yourself, you have brought some things and some stuff into your life, into your house, from out shopping when you were hungry that you typically would not have brought home, entertained, or put your hands on had you had a decent meal. So, what is the moral or the theme of this particular topic? Be careful what you put your hands on when you're hungry. And keep in mind that the enemy always comes to you when you are the hungriest, just like he did Jesus. Remember, Jesus was on the mountain for 40 days. Well, you do realize he didn't come day 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, and on and on. He came at the end of the 40 days because he knew Jesus was so hungry. By then, surely, he would fall for anything. And he even told him to turn the rocks into bread. Sometimes we do that when we're at our hungriest. What do? We look at people who we know don't fit our standards, but we will try to turn them into something else because we are so hungry. And we know they don't fit the bill. Be careful what you put your hands on when you're hungry. And don't let whatever you're hungry for start to speak louder to you then your common senses, then your intuition, and who you typically would yield to, who is yourself. When you stop listening to yourself, and I don't mean that self that's hungry, I mean your common sense, normal self, that should be an indication that something is wrong. Again, I want to show you my book, Run, Sallie, Run. This is what it looks like. Sarah Beecham, Run, Sallie, Run. You can get my book off of my Facebook page. Look me up on Facebook. Run, and this is the title of my Facebook page. Run, Sallie, Run. Just like the book. Sallie is spelled Sallie. Look me up on Facebook. Follow me. And you can also purchase your own book from my Facebook page. I hope that you're having a great afternoon. I hope this message has resonated with you somehow. Share it. If it did, share it with someone. And just remember, you don't have to put your hands on everything that you touch when you're in the store. Put it back down until you can think clearly and make good choices about what you decide to bring into your home and put in your basket. Until we talk again, this is Sarah Beecham, author of Run, Sallie, Run. Look me up on Facebook.